What's up, Nerd Herd? Salutations from the Nerd Wasteland. Big Johnny G, the Great Grognard, with you for Two-Gun Pixie's latest What's in the Pixie's Box. One thing I'd like to say is, gamers, we have always loved big, huge box games. These coffin box games like Fortune and Glory, Shadows of Brimstone, another huge hit game in a coffin box. My newest collection, another huge game. Right? We love these giant games. We can't get enough of them. We never know what to do with them on our board. On our game shelves, that is. Another large game. Latest review, check it out, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're talking about is something even bigger. Something even larger. Come in the Two-Gun Pixie from Eagle-Gryphon Games. This is massive. This is 2 games, my friends. Whoa! Knock the house down. Did you hear that? Holy Scheizermeister. All right, I have been dying. We've had this for a few days, waiting for the right time to drop this unboxing video of what's in the Pixie's box. I want to know, don't you? Well, that's kind of, I already know. But let's check this out. Woo. Okay, first thing. We hate this. Oh, all right. Yes, it's good for keeping things safe, but wow. Okay, this is going to be a big cleanup job after this. But let's see what we have here. All right, Eagle-Gryphon Games. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy as much as we hope to enjoy. Let's see right here for review purposes. Woo! Glenn Drover's Empires. Galactic Rebellion. Big game. Pretty big. Thick. This is really heavy too. This is, I think, a little bit more than half the weight that the box came in. This game was on Kickstarter. It did very, very well on Kickstarter. Had a great Kickstarter run on it. And right up front, they're right up front about the fact that don't think this is a Star Wars ripoff, because it was specifically made as an homage, actually, to Star Wars. And let's put this aside for the moment before we do any more unboxing individually, and let's see the other product that's in this box, in this heavy, huge. We got pizza. Who ordered pizza? All right. Ooh, the Daedalus Sentence. Escape from space prison. All right. Not bad. This was also on Kickstarter. Had a very good run, very successful run on Kickstarter. Both of these are sci-fi games. Both of these are huge. This is my sci-fi shelf, folks. And I try to keep my shelves by genre. That's my OCD. Yeah, there's going to have to be a change. There's definitely going to have to be a change. All right? Looks like during this week I'm going to be changing the superhero shelf and the sci-fi shelf, folks, just to make sure this thing fits. This probably is maybe the biggest game. Let's see. This was the tallest game I had in my collection. No more. This is now, as you can see, this is a little bit taller. And is this the widest? Let's see. How does it fare up against Shadows of Brimstone's a little wider. I don't know if you can see here, there's a little bit of room. I line this up on the side. Got about an inch, maybe right there. Wow. All right, well, thank you, Eagle-Gryphon Games. But you guys want to see more than just these box covers, don't you? You want to get an idea of what's inside here. So do I. Times like this, I always delve deep into the mind of my friend Fu Manchu. He always has a good idea to open these up with. Ah, perfect. All right, thank you, Fu. Let's see. There we go. You guys are expecting to see an accident, I know. We try to keep the blood levels at a minimum here when we do live broadcasts. 100% rate so far. Let's keep it up. Whew. All right. Yeah, this is Thud. All right, let's open the box up. The box is really thick. If anything else, I got to say, this is a good quality box, very sturdy. I like the fact I can feel already it has the little finger holes here. Good. I hate that because the new boxes, you know, have such a hard time sometimes opening up. Now, hold on a second. Before we go any further, let's take a look at the art. It's not bad. I don't mind it. It's thematic enough, I guess. It definitely gives a sense of, you know, being trapped, needing to escape. The background is dark. I guess I understand that thematically. It makes it hard to see some of it. But overall, my personal opinion, it's okay. Not the best art I've ever seen or reviewed for. But it's okay. But that's not why you buy the games. When you buy the games, it has to do more with what's here. So let's see, when you get your copy, what you're going to be coming with. These are very thick, good quality little character cards. You get to play on one side. Is your normal record of the character. And then in the back, if you get captured, your abilities are going to be a little bit different, I believe. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, 5, we got 6. This guy's an alien. Woo. All right, all 6. And they're all the same, good, thick quality. I mean, you can see that right there. These are definitely good. Game catalog. Always like it when they have that. Then again, we're online nowadays, so do we really need it? I'm just old school. All right, the manual. Good size for the manual. Personally, I hate it when they do the big, huge manuals that look like, you know, albums from the 70s. I really hate that for a rule book. This isn't bad. Good size. Nice little peek before you get to see everything. Get to see the board right there. Let's see if I can get this up into there. That's probably a little bit better. Beautiful art right there. That alien, beautiful art. Okay, I mean the rule book is very, very high quality paper, well treated, high quality paper. Quick glance looking at it upside down so you can see it better. It looks like, as a casual glance, that they seem to have everything flowing in an order as far as how to read the rules. You guys know as well as I do how horrible it is when you get a rule book for a game and you can't find any of the information logically where it should be. Logically where it should be in the rules. So far that looks good. That's only a quick look. Oh, okay, these are information cards for the player's use. Got 2, 3, 4 of them. Information on the front, more information on the back. These again, also good quality, thick. I mean, unless you're purposely trying to break it, these things more than likely, as far as I can tell, are not going to be breaking on you. So you can see they put some money into this as well. This is part of the playing board. From what I've seen, this is part of the playing board, keeping track of rounds with the card use. Obviously, I haven't read the rule book yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But this is really good. This is, you know, just like a classic game board. This isn't thin. Took care of us there. Here, this is the rings of the prison. Be punching those out. I mean, I can already tell, again, looking at this from this side, that they made this also very thick, very sturdy. It looks exactly like these qualities right here. So you ordered pizza, I heard. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. All right, round game boards are not unique. We all know that. I mean, growing up as a kid, my favorite was Dark Tower, right? It was probably the first round game board I'd ever seen. First electronic game board, too, I believe, with that tower. But here you go. Nice round game board. The levels, the rings are going to be put around here. Slotted. Now, I've heard from some people that when you first slot them in, that it's going to be a little rough, a little stuck, not the easiest to move around. But it seems that so far most people are in agreement that after a few times that you do it, it smooths out and it becomes very easy to move the rings. But we'll have to see if that's true on our own. I mean, this looks fantastic. Great way to make sure everything that you got to put away. All these minis. We'll take a look at them in a moment. Right? Yep. All these minis. Again, we'll look at these in one moment. Just taking a look. This is how they're all going to be stored, folks. All right. This is almost like a plate you're going to get for your friends before the football game starts, you know? But it will hold everything in. I'll tell you right now, it may get annoying to some people when you finish the games, having to put everything right back in the same spot. With my OCD, I love it. This is perfect for me. Everything's going to be in its spot. It's going to be held nice and tight there. So for me personally, perfect. I love it. You might get a little annoyed at it, but it is a great way to keep everything in there. So no matter how you display your game, whether it's going to sit flat on your shelf or whether it's going to be standing up on your shelf, this is going to make sure that the pieces aren't going flying everywhere, so that when you're ready for the next game, you'll be able to get everything ready a lot quicker than having to dig through stuff. All right, now the miniatures. I mean, we love miniatures. God, we all love miniatures. People will pay exorbitant amount of money for a game with miniatures. I've been noticing that on Kickstarter. Okay, let's check this out. Here we go. This is one of the Minotaurs. There's a close-up for you. You know, honestly, I'm not 100% impressed with them. They're fine. They work. They'll be good for the game. But it just seems that almost all the miniatures I see nowadays are much more detailed than this. So, but you know, if you're a painter, I'm not, but if you're a miniatures painter kind of person, I'm sure you could fix that up while you're painting them. But if you're not going to paint them, you know, they kind of look like wax dummies. You know? The face is almost a little bit melted, so there's no real features on it. You know, like an unfinished waxwork. But again, I'm sure that if you're going to be painting them, you're going to take care of that, and it's going to look beautiful. Some of the hero pieces. Oh no, here's one of the alien overlords. Ooh, nice and close. Alien overlord, or whatever they're called in the game. I haven't looked it up yet. But those are the scientists that you're also trying to escape from. And then for the players, each pick your color, and you choose your mini. There we go. You get to use the mystery bunch here. Oh, no Scooby. All right. So here go your guys. Served up on a silver platter for you. A black silver platter made of plastic. Again, I see the same problem. There's nothing really wrong with them. They're okay. But that's the problem. They're just okay. And nowadays, every miniature we really see in these games is so detailed. But you painters out there, I'm sure you're going to fix it up with yours when you get your copies of them. Got the dice. Some custom dice. Very, very custom numbered anyway. We're going to have to see what they mean in the rule book. All right, I got a 33 and a death skull. Not sure. I haven't looked at the rules, like I said. Bigger than your normal six-sided dice that you see. But seem fine, well weighed. They're not stickers. They're etched in, of course. So as far as the dice go, they seem all right. Nothing special, nothing bad. They seem all right. Overall, looking at the components of the game, you got cards. These are the cards you're going to be keeping track of on that track I was showing you earlier. And I believe you're probably going to end up having some cards in your hand too. And little resource cubes. Got little resource cubes, because there is a little bit of resource control in this game in order to gain control of certain rooms. Kind of, you know, same thing you would see in Pandemic. It's all right. There's nothing special. It works. It's good enough for the game. Nothing wrong with it at all. And that's it. That's everything that came in Daedalus Sentence. I'm highly looking forward to playing this game. Me and the 20-sided Warriors, been looking at the game. We've been talking about the game and the escape concept. Well, we just played Escape from Colditz, a few games of that. So we're really still in the mindset of running an escape game. And this is good because it's not one versus all. It's more or less competitive from what I understand, though I think there's a way play so you can get out on your own,
or not have to win the game by having everyone get out. But we're very excited about checking this game out. We've been looking forward to this. Thank you, Eagle-Gryphon Games. You did a great job in the Kickstarter. This looks great. Let me put this aside for a second, and we'll do another quickie look at the other game that we got. These games, like I said, were Kickstarter games. They did great on Kickstarter. As far as I understand, the Kickstarter sets have already been sent out to the backers, so some of you may have already started to get them. This, nice and thick, heavy as hell.
There you go, the resource cubes. Oh, I can see the finger notches too again, thank you. Some of these games you get them and it's just so difficult to open them up because they're new and they still tend to stick. So these finger notches always help. Again, this box I can already see looking at it, a very sturdy, thick quality cardboard box. Looks like it's going to take a hell of a beating. And get that garbage out of the way here. It looks great. I mean, you see the reflectiveness of it around the planet, the solar system. Very shiny, very reflective. Also a good feature effect here on the side box. So art-wise, this is so far looking awesome. Great art, great use of color. Really, really lets you know exactly what this game is about. Boom, the galaxy. Okay, opening it up. Much easier thanks to these finger grips. Woo, another earthquake. All right. Nice size rule book again. You already heard me bitching about the big rule books before. I won't repeat it again. Table of contents. Looks like it's in a logical order. Thank you. Quality of the book is good. It's not going to rip you tear easily on you. First few times playing the game, we always need to go through the book over and over again. This book will last. You'll be able to hand this around the gaming table a bunch of times. Alright, don't need that either right now. Punch outs. It's like my wife's favorite part of every game is the punch outs. There should be a punch out game. More punch outs. Need these resources that you're collecting and manipulating. So from what I've come to understand so far, the game is played in 3 phases. And the end of the 3rd phase is when the Empire attacks. Woo, yeah. And by then, you've hopefully had enough time to gather resources, men, ships, and everything you're going to need to fight the Empire. Yeah, three epochs. That's what they call it, epochs. All right, these, okay, rule cheats. Love these. Love rule cheats. Wish every single game had rule cheat cards. Really do. Not quite as sturdy quality as we just saw in the Daedalus game, but good enough. Look at that. They open up like menus. Diner menus. Awesome. All right, maybe that's why they had to make them a little thinner. All right, so forget the first thing I said there. Ah, board. We love boards. Let's see what they did with this. I've never opened a board before. There we go. The different planets in the game that you are going to be sending forces in, trying to get control of, to have access to resources that you're going to be wanting to build up. And the side trackers keep track of everything that's going on, movements. The board itself, typical 4-fold board. Again, the quality is not quite as thick as we saw in the other Eagle-Gryphon game, Daedalus Sentence, but it's good. It's I would not call it flimsy, that's for sure. It's just not as sturdy as their other game. So, there we go. Bing, bang, and boom. All right, let's look at the tray in here. All right, again, just like the other game, just like Daedalus, nice little tray holder, keep everything in the slots. This way you can display the game sideways, standing up, lengthwise, lying down, however you want, and they'll still be in there. Love these. Love the way they use the compartments. Definitely, from my guess, I don't know about yours, folks, but seeing all these empty spaces and not nearly enough of those punch-out shits and tokens I showed you, looks like they're planning to leave room for possibly an expansion. All right. Let's hope the game is worth it for an expansion after we're going to end up playing it. Let's take a look at these minis now. The other minis we were slightly disappointed in. Let's take a look at a few of these. You guys take a look at a few of them. I'll take a look at a couple here. All right. Well, the detail on this is better. They are most definitely detailed better in this, from what I can see. The quality of the plastic seems just as good as the other ones. I see a little bit of warping on the smaller nub pieces like the gun. A little hot water will always fix that up. Don't get in the hot water, make it malleable, pull it out, leave it in the shape, the position that you want it in, it'll be hardened. So that's not a big problem. They're okay. There goes some aliens. Again, not the greatest miniatures I've seen. Better than Daedalus Escapes. But okay, I mean, there's only so much. Miniatures are either great or they're not great. Let's face it, there's very little gray area with miniatures. And that's it. We got more in different colors. These are all the same as the blue ones I just showed you, except different colors for the different players. Everybody has their own color, and judging by the size, I imagine this is the Empire. Much bigger figures, much better armed figures. That's usually the case. All right, let's take a little sneak peek at the Empire ones. We've already seen these mooks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this little guy, this big guy. Why, how come, as a big guy, how come the bad guys are always big? How come the bad guys can't be tiny? How come the Empire can't be like 3-foot aliens that are just kicking ass all over the place? No, you gotta make the big guy the bad guy. Alright. No, I'm just trolling, no real problem, don't worry. They look good. A little bit better, a little bit more detail, not by much. But, alright, so there it goes. There goes the, you got some ships. That looks pretty badass. Flying around the planet. Alright, resource cubes. These are wood as opposed to the Daedalus that had plastic you saw. No big difference to me. No difference to me. And you got your cards for gameplay, show what's going on. I believe there's like mission cards, things like that that are going on during the game. So that's it for this. Back is really cool. So as far as an unboxing goes, the quality of the products looks good to a little bit better than good between the two games. Definitely have to say that. With the exception of the miniatures are meh. If you're buying it for the miniatures, it's not worth it for that. But let's face it, we like miniatures. We necessarily don't buy games for them. Especially when these games are $150 each. And they did great on Kickstarter. So obviously people were interested in games with this base cost. Normally it would probably be out of my price range, unless I saw a kick-ass video that changed my mind. I'm not sure if this is the kick-ass video that's going to change your mind. Hopefully, maybe it will be, but you know, come back after we play the game a few times, and we're going to do a full review then of both the games separately, and that'll give you a really, really good opinion of what me and the 20-Side Warriors think about the gameplay as opposed to the price point of this game. But otherwise, that's it. Thank you for joining us for this very first episode of What's in the Pixie's Box. This is Big Johnny G, the Great Grognard with Two-Gun Pixie. Hoping you guys have a great weekend.